right, so welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for taking the time out from your busy day to attend this webinar. I know these times are tough for everyone, so thank you again. We are going to be discussing some information about project management certifications. If you guys are starting off in project management and want to advance your career, this would be helpful information for you. So a little bit about myself. My name is Saad Faruqi. I am a project manager with about 15 years of experience. And I have a PMP certification, a PMI-ACP certification, a CSM, and Lean Six Sigma Black Belt. I have had experience in multiple industries, technology, telecom, automation, hospitality, transport, and that actually is one of my favorite parts about being in project management, is that I can switch industries and go through, experience different disciplines as I'm gaining more experience in project management. I did get my PMP in 2007. I've been involved in PMI since 2006, and also most recently started volunteering with PMI since 2017. I've had multiple mentorship roles, as well as I'm facilitating a PMP study group currently. So I have a lot of involvement within PMI and within the certification space as well. My experience spans multiple industries and companies, as I stated. So I've had some roles at United Airlines, at BMW, Ericsson, and Nokia Siemens, other companies as well. But those are some of the more notable ones that you might recognize. So the first thing you might ask yourself is, why would I want to go for a certification? So every certification is going to be different, and whenever you read studies about certifications, every certification company is going to tout their own certifications. But if you choose certifications well, they're definitely going to help you in your career. They're going to help you while searching for a job, because it will set you apart from the competition. When recruiters are looking at multiple candidates for the same job, they will prefer the one who has a certification versus one who does not. It also shows that you took initiative, took the time out, you're a good learner, and you like to learn. So that's something that employers look for as well. And it also proves that you have knowledge through standardized testing, that you prove your knowledge through a testing procedure that is standardized and vetted through a body. While interviewing for a job is going to help you as well, because as you respond to questions that the interviewer is going to go through, you respond to them in a standard terminology that's used by that industry. While working at your job, it will help you manage your day-to-day work in a way that involves standard methodologies where everyone can understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, and the steps you're taking, and how you're explaining your thought process on a day-to-day basis. So all in all, I truly believe that getting a certification helps you in many, many different ways. So a lot of you might ask, why now? I mean, there's so much going on in the world, and this is a tough time for many people. Why would I want a certification now? So before we say anything, of course, there are other priorities. If you have people who are sick, if you're dealing with issues like that, prioritize those by all means. But if you look at all else being equal, currently there are so many people who have filed for unemployment. There is a large uptick in people looking for work. So you want to find a way to set yourself apart from the competition if you do end up within the job market you're looking for work. You need to be able to set yourself apart from the competition and show that you have something that other people don't. And even people who are currently employed, they are trying to upskill right now. You might have noticed if you're active on LinkedIn or you have a network in itself, you'll probably notice that people have started looking for ways to get certification. So you want to go ahead and do that as well in the time as much as possible. Availability is another thing with the uptake in remote work and in collaboration tools. Right now, there's so many boot camps, trainings available online. A lot of the certification tests have started taking place online, and people in general have a little more time. If you're in that boat, then I would say it's a good time to start looking at some of the certifications. So what certifications are available? I prepared a bit of a list, and it's more project management focused. So if you are a project manager or program manager, if you're in Agile, that sort of space, and you want to advance your career in that regard, these are some certification bodies, so to speak. We've got Project Management Institute. They have multiple offerings that you'd want to look into. Scrum Alliance has some Scrum-related certifications, and Scrum.org is very similar to Scrum Alliance in their approach to certification as well. So Project Management Institute, that's one of the leading bodies in project management training and certification. They've got quite an extensive offering. I'm tempted to put that list here. You can get more information on that at PMI.org. But this is more of an exhaustive list of what offerings they have. We've got the project management professional, which is most widely recognized and very standardized. Everybody looks for that in terms of getting a good project manager on board within their company. PGMP is a program management professional. Portfolio management professional is PFMP. The CAPM is similar to PMP, but without the rigorous experience requirement. So if you don't match the experience requirement of the PMP, you want to look at CAPM. PMI-PDA is for people starting off in business analysis. That's a good certification for them. PMI Agile Certified Practitioner, PMI-ACP. That's an overarching umbrella certification for Agile practices. It kind of focuses on Scrum, XP, Kanban, Lean, Crystal, and kind of combines all of those practices. PMI Risk Management Professional and PMI Scheduling Professional, those are lesser known certifications in those same regards. So Project Management Institute, they have within their certifications they kind of administer them quite rigorously. And they have experience and education requirements. Different certifications have different requirements, but the PMP, for example, has both experience and education requirements. They'll require you to have 35 hours of specialized training in project management, and experience-wise, I think it's 4 years of experience that is required. You can get more information on that at PMI.org. But all of these certifications, the PGMP has experience requirements, but not specific education requirements in terms of training. And the Portfolio Management Professional has experience requirements, but not education. CAPM, like I discussed earlier, does not have experience requirements. So if you're new to the field, but you'd want to learn more, so it does have specific education requirements in terms of project management training. PDA has both. experience and education requirements. The ACP has experience requirements. They require you to have worked in an agile field, but not necessarily require you to attend a specialized training. RMP requires both, and PMI-ACP requires both as well. So a lot of people, what they do is for the education requirements, they attend a boot camp. There's a lot of boot camps available. If you look online, you can find some of those. So PMP, that's like I discussed, is the most widely recognized and sought after certificate. There are currently around 900,000 active PMPs in the world. You can get that exact number again from PMI.org. And a lot of people are also pursuing it right now. One of the major reasons for the drive is that an exam update is coming in January 2021. They're going to revise the project management body of knowledge. Currently, it is on the 6th edition, so there's a new edition coming up, and the exam sort of format is going to change at the same time. So actually, in order to keep up with that surge in people wanting to do the certification, an online proctored exam is also being offered. This is new in light of the COVID situation. Since people are in lockdown, now you can take this exam from the comfort of your home. It is quite a rigorous exam. It's 4 hours, but now they allow you to take that at home. And again, a little bit tidbit of information. So according to a study, the median salary for PMP holders in the US is 25% higher than those without PMP certification. I can attest to this myself. Back in the day when I got my PMP certification, and I was on the job market, I actually got a job within days, only based upon me having the PMP certification. I got a call and somebody put me up on a project immediately based on just the fact that I have a PMP certification. The certification does require some prerequisites. If you have a 4-year degree, those prerequisites are 3 years of experience leading projects and 35 hours of project management education and training. If you do not, with a high school diploma, it requires you to have 5 years of experience and again 35 hours of project management training. So again, those hours of training are what people go and boot camp for in order to gain that experience. And then the exam itself is very rigorous. It tests on many aspects of project management. So it really requires a good amount of training in order to proceed with that. PMI-ACP is actually one of the newer offerings that PMI has, but it's their Agile Certified Practitioner. In order to pass this exam, you have to display overarching knowledge of multiple Agile practices, and the exam is 3 hours. That is also online proctored, and it can be done from the comfort of your own home. The prerequisites that they look for is 4-year degree, 12 months of general project experience within the last 5 years, and 8 months of Agile project experience. If you do not have a 4-year degree with a secondary degree, that translates into 16 months of project experience and 12 months of Agile project experience. In addition to PMI, there are other bodies. I picked 2 of them. You can do your own research and come up with more, but Scrum Alliance and Scrum.org are some of the more well-known. Scrum Alliance offers multiple tracks. They have a Scrum Master track, a Product Owner track, a Developer track. But typically, if you are in project management, you'd want to enter the field via the Scrum Master track and start with the Certified Scrum Master. And of course, you can proceed with the Advanced Certified Scrum Master and the Certified Scrum Professional as you go through your career and detect the need to proceed with those. Certified Scrum Master is a certification that you can gain by attending a live, online, or in-person course. And after doing the course, you need to pass a test, a 50-question test, and get 37 out of those 50 questions correctly. And what they're testing you on is the Scrum methodology, which is kind of an application of Agile. So it's a fairly straightforward test, fairly interesting training. If you decide to proceed with that, if you want to become a Scrum Master and start your career in the Agile space. Some other certifications that the Scrum Alliance offers is Certified Team Coach, Certified Enterprise Coach, Certified Scrum Trainer. So these are certifications that you'd want to proceed with if you intend to have a career as an Agile coach or leader or deal with enterprise transformation in the Agile space. Additional Agile leadership certifications offered by Scrum Alliance are Certified Agile Leadership, Part 1 and 2. So Scrum.org is another organization similar to Scrum Alliance. A little interesting trivia piece. Scrum.org was actually founded by the same founders of Scrum. They kind of split in two and formed these two organizations as Scrum Alliance and Scrum.org. They had a bit of disagreement in the foundational sort of philosophy of how they want to proceed with Scrum and proceed with training people on Scrum and certifying them. So they came up with these two offshoots in parallel. So the organization and the certification offerings are similar. They've got the Scrum Master and the Product Owner path as well. So that was the whole presentation. I do want you guys to feel free to reach out to me for questions. My email is right here, as well as my LinkedIn profile. You can find it at this link. Go to LinkedIn, feel free to connect. I connect with most everybody. Reach out for any questions you have regarding training. I'll try to answer them the best I can. If I cannot answer them, I'll try and find you that information or refer you to others who can answer those questions. So I appreciate your time today. You reach out, connect with me, and let me know how you find this presentation, or if you have any other questions, let me know. Thank you all.